Here we go now. Happy Thursday, Boulder peeps! Ako po si Nico Loco and you are watching Brief Encounter. Yes, this is our first episode of the season, kaya I'm super excited. This is your most playful Thursday habit, only here on the Boulder channel. A brief encounter serves you with the right mix of fun and inspiring features, plus a pinch of naughtiness. Bet nyo? Why not? So join me in Brief Encounter. It's not difficult to find beautiful and gorgeous men in this country. Diba? Coming from me, huh? Let's meet our first guest. He's actually a very close friend of mine. I've known him for mga 4 years. Our journeys actually started medyo sabay in this country back in 2017. He's a model, commercial model. He's got a lot of big commercials out there. He's worked with a lot of big campaigns. He's also into acting. So without further ado, let me introduce Laziz Rustamov. How are you, bro? Sensha. Your audio, brother. I can't hear you. Is he there? Senka Laziz. Hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
There he is. Now I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is. How are you, bro?
Hey, brother. How are you? I'm good.
I'm good, man. How are you? It's good to see you.
And you? Good to see you.
How's life? How's life been in the pandemic?
Life is amazing, like always. But I don't like the pandemic.
Yeah, me too. Ayoko. I hate it. But you've been keeping busy. Work is good?
It's okay. Just chilling, just being busy with myself lately.
That's
More
good.
time,
Man.
just home.
Yeah, a lot of time at home. Me too. I want to thank you, man, for joining us. This is actually our first episode of Brief Encounter.
Appreciate it.
And for our viewers, Laziz is from a country that not a lot of people know of, and it's called Uzbekistan, right?
Yes, thanks.
Where is Uzbekistan on the map, Laziz?
Uzbekistan is the Central Asia.
Center of Asia.
It's the between all the stands countries. Actually, we borders with Afghanistan as well.
So Afghanistan, what's on the other side of it?
Iran, between Iran, Pakistan, and Uzbekistan.
Okay, there you go, guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys learned something new today, because before I met Laziz, I had never heard of Uzbekistan. So now I know what Uzbekistan is. Bro, for the sake of millions watching us right now, Sana, there's millions watching us. I know our show just started. This is the first episode. But tell us more about yourself and how did you start your career here in the Philippines?
So I started maybe a bit late.
Yeah.
I just finished my college, like I was 17, 18.
Okay.
And
okay.
After I get the diploma, graduated, I just left. I was just discovered by Richard. You know Richard, right?
Yeah. So
I was discovered from Instagram on 2017. Remember? The first time we met.
So you left Uzbekistan at the age of 18 to come to the Philippines?
Yes, correct. And it was my first trip, first travel, and first country. And I think you remember, I didn't speak English much at that time. I know my English is not that perfect now, but it's better than before.
Oh, it's a lot better. When I first met you, it was like, hello, how are you? And then that was it.
I don't even... couldn't tell you about the joke, how to explain the joke, what this joke is, you know. But
look at you now. So you're 18 and now you're 22, is that correct?
23.
23. You got here 18 years old, and then you've been here ever since. You arrived at when you were 18, or did you bounce around to other countries in between that period?
Yes. After 4 months being here, after New Year, I think I went to the Thailand. Bangkok.
Okay. To Bangkok.
Yeah, no. I went to Indonesia, Jakarta. I went to Jakarta.
Okay.
For like 3 months, and then I went to Bali.
Bali.
After that, yeah, I was doing some catalogs there. And then
that was 2 contracts. So you're doing 4-month contracts, right?
That time, 2017.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I went to Jakarta, then Bangkok, and then home, Philippines, home, and just came back here again.
Okay, so you did like 3 trips, and then you came back to the Philippines, and then you've been here ever since.
Yes.
Just
in Asia. Malaysia, Singapore.
That's awesome. You started at such a young age, and I think, you must have been scared, man, when you left home at 18, or were you not?
Bro, I've been working since I'm 12, I think. So
since you're 12.
Sometimes I skip the school just to just work, you know. I was working in the market.
Okay.
I was selling roses, flowers in the flower shop.
That's crazy. So you've been working since you're 12 years old, man. That's I can't even imagine that. Like,
grow up, need to be productive.
Yeah, I mean, I came from a different world. Like, I was just in school, you know, enjoying life. I wasn't even thinking about work at that time. I mean, it's amazing that you started working at such a young age. So, Laziz, can you share some embarrassing stories on the job when you were starting up?
That's the funniest one, that I start the problem that I didn't speak and I didn't understand at all. Not Tagalog, no English, nothing. So I remember I went to Pavilion for the casting. Like, I think after first week I arrived here. First time in the Philippines, first time out of the country. I'm 18 years old. So I went to the casting, and then, so remember, like usual, they will ask you like show expression by saying yes, like happy, sad, excited.
That's right. Typical yes acting.
Typical,
right?
yes. But I don't understand nothing. I just like, hello, my name is Laziz. That's it. I don't remember who was caster. It was I think it was woman, female.
Yeah.
So she asked me, okay, Laziz, tell me your name, age, and height. I'm just like, yeah, my name is Laziz. So and then she asked, okay, we're gonna do now yes acting. So happy, and I'm just like, yes. And then she said sad, and I have just the same expression. I don't understand. Confused, yes. Everything, yes.
With the same expression?
Yeah, so, and then they sent me home.
And then they sent me home.
Yes, bro, it was difficult to don't know English, and even Tagalog and something. So I just used to before do some body language or to copy from emotions or something like that.
Yeah. So how did you learn English?
YouTube, bro. But people in the Philippines speak English. You know, everyone speaks English. So it's so easy to learn to learn the English.
That is,
everyone knows.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, you mentioned that you came here to the Philippines when you were 18, but why did you pick the Philippines? Out of all the countries in Asia, why Philippines?
So because I was discovered, right, from Instagram to have a contract here. And
I see. They sent you a message on Instagram.
Agency bought me tickets and fly me here as a model.
I see.
So I never thought I'm gonna stay here. I never thought I'm gonna travel after. I just thought I'm gonna be a few months here in the Philippines, just come back to Uzbekistan, do my things, you know.
Yeah.
Be busy, like.
So you did you kind of fall in love with the culture here? Like the food, the people. What made you stay?
Yes, of course. That's the point, and you know that that they're sweet. They are friendly. They're lovely. they're not racist. You feel home, you feel comfortable, you don't feel pressure much. That's
I
what
agree.
I feel love.
100%. Yeah. No, I think that's like pretty much one of the reasons why I stayed. Is just like they're so hospitable.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, they're always looking to help you, and especially if you know that you're a foreigner, they'll go the extra distance to make sure that you feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got another question for you, and bear with me here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the craziest encounter you've had in your first 2 weeks of stay here in Manila? Or let's not say the first 2 weeks, just in general. What's the craziest encounter?
I lost my luggage.
You lost your luggage?
Yeah, so imagine I from Uzbekistan to the Philippines, there is no straight flight. There is always flight from, you have to do stopover in some country like Singapore and Malaysia. Yeah. Do stopover, change the plane, and then fly again to the Philippines because it's kind of far. And that's why they I don't know, there is no straight flight. So basically, if you book flight, it's minimum you have to do 1 or 2 stopovers. So I stopped over in Malaysia, and again, my English was so bad. So I think I did something wrong. Maybe it was my fault, or I don't know. Maybe I didn't sign up for something because we switched the planes. And my luggage got missing, and I was standing there for like 1 hour, and then one guy came to me and asked, "Hey, why are you so long here? Are you okay? You need some help?" I said in my very, very bad English, and thanks God there is Google Translate and Wi-Fi in the airport. So I said, like, I'm waiting for my luggage. He said, "Can I see your ticket?" I showed him ticket. He said, "It's here, yes, but I don't know. There is, we cannot find your luggage. Just go to your like home or somewhere or hotel, and then we will call you."
Yeah.
But it was missing for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks of oh my God!
I was without my luggage. No,
so you had no clothes, nothing.
Yeah, but my agency provided me some, and then I bought an H&M. I don't remember. I went to the mall, get some basic stuff, and then they found after I don't know 14 days my luggage. It was also kind of shocking. Not
that
lucky.
Is, man. I can only imagine. Like,
Nico, this is the bad one. You know what happened? I lost my passport. It was missing for also like I don't know a month. I lost my passport. Good thing it was in the service car. I fell asleep.
Gosh.
I fell asleep.
So you left it in the airport?
No. My passport I left in the service car. After 2 weeks, I was here in the Philippines already. I was, I think, going to the castings or something.
That's crazy, man. I know that
was craziest.
I dropped my passport as well. I think I was 3 months here. I dropped it in Makati on the sidewalk. And same thing, man. Like I went a week without it, and then luckily someone sent me a message on Facebook and turned it in. But
you're so lucky.
It's a scary feeling, hey? Like, because I mean, that's our only form of ID, technically.
Philippines has Canadian embassy.
Yes, they have a Canadian embassy here,
but
so I could have been there.
Uzbekistan doesn't have. So if you lose passport, you become homeless. I think because my embassy only in Malaysia or somewhere. It's kind of fun.
So, brother, tell me your most challenging project pre-pandemic and why.
Most challenging?
Yeah. I know you've done a lot of projects, but the most stressful,
maybe most important.
Okay, important. Yeah.
It's potency vitamins.
Okay.
Because before I got approved, and then they said it was just start of pandemic. It was very scary to go out. We don't know about anything about virus. It was everything scary. Remember, like no cars, like no people out. People are scared, wearing masks, face shield. Right? Remember that time?
Yeah, like the first 6 months of the legit pandemic when it started.
Yeah. it was so difficult to go out or something. They were saying don't go out, but I need to do groceries sometimes. It was so challenging because we shoot that project weeks and then I cannot go for weeks again home because we need to shoot another half for TVC and Billboard.
Okay, and that's for our viewers, guys. If you saw a billboard with his face, that's what it's for. It's on EDSA. It's all over the place, man. I saw you all over the place.
Yeah, thanks. So that was difficult to keep my to stay healthy because every time there was nurses coming always to my condo and check always my temperature 3 times a day, asking what's your temperature. Can you tell now? Can you measure your temperature? Okay, how you feel now? Okay, there is some doctors came, check heart, check my everything, like throat, everything, like total.
It's crazy. I think, well, it's quite rare that you were actually working in that period because most people had stopped work I was in Canada, but I wasn't working either. I mean, the film industry and
Bro, I saw you did some nice movies there. And nice acting schools, and I saw your actings. It's very nice.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So,
yeah.
What were you going to say? Sorry?
No, we're supposed to shoot in Korea, remember? But because of my passport, because of visa, I couldn't go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And a lot of people, I'm sure our viewers know that's Metamorphosis. It's on Netflix. Laziz was actually supposed to join me for that movie in South Korea, but you couldn't leave, right? We couldn't get the visa for you.
Yes, because also there is no embassy of Uzbekistan here, and I couldn't get visa to Korea.
That's right.
Because you have Canadian passport, right? It's so easy for you.
It is. That's the beauty of having. I think Japanese, Singaporean, and then it's the Canadian passport in terms of strength.
I'd love to go there, bro, someday.
Yeah, one of these days, man, you'll go. I said one of these days, you'll go.
I will go?
Yeah, to Canada.
I don't know. When I have chance, I will go.
So, man, I know.
Enjoy the nature.
Exactly. Nature is beautiful in Canada. So, Laziz, I know that you don't speak Tagalog, right? Or just konti lang?
Konti lang.
So, do you want to learn how to speak Filipino at all, or is it not really something that you're interested in?
Siyempre, pare. Pare?
So, gusto mong matuto?
Gusto ko. Gusto mo?
Pero, bakit hindi?
Ano?
Bakit hindi ka marunong mag-Tagalog?
Bakit hindi?
Never mind.
Wait lang.
Wait lang.
Wait lang.
Let's take a quick pause here. I want to say hi to our Kumu viewers. Maraming salamat, guys, for tuning in. Abigail, hello. Thanks for tuning in today, as well as Eli Mercado. Hello. Hi, sabi mo. Hi, baby Nico and Daddy Laziz. You're daddy, I'm a baby. I'm watching from the town of Rizal. Okay, maraming salamat, Robelin. Maraming salamat sa nanonood.
Salamat po.
Please tune in every week, Thursday at this time. So, brother, I have something fun for you, okay? I want you to try a tongue twister, a Tagalog tongue twister. Here we go. So this is it. Sinusi ni Susan. Do you have this, brother? Do you have the tongue twister, or am I giving it to you for the first time?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I cannot.
Okay, let me tell you. I want you to try this. I'll say it to you once, and then you have to try to say it 3 times fast. Okay? 3 times.
I only see your picture right now.
Okay.
I will just repeat from your voice.
Sige. Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidlan.
Wait. Two words each minute. Wait. 2 words. Say first 2 words. Sinusi
ni Susan.
Sinusian in Susan. What do you say? Chismosa.
Chismosa. All right, brother, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I can see.
Can you see it now?
Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidalang ng sisiw.
All right, you have it. You got it now. You have to try this 3 times fast. Okay.
Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidalang ng sisiw. Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidalang ng sisiw. Right?
One more time.
Correct?
Faster.
Sinusi ni Nusan ang sisidalaw ng sisiw.
Oh, that's better.
Wait. Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidalang ng sisiw. Can you help me, brother? Can you do it for me faster?
All right, let me try. Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidlan ng sisiw. Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidlan ng sisiw.
Ng sisiw. It's like sisiw.
Sisiw, that's the third part, no?
Sinusi ni Susan ang is that Tagalog or is that?
That's Tagalog.
Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidalang ng sisiw.
All right, I think you got it. I'll give you a slow clap for that. I'll give you a round of applause for that.
What's that? Oh, thank you. What's that mean? The meaning of this? Can you explain?
Actually, hindi ko alam. Sa mga viewers watching on Kumu, what does that mean? Can someone comment? Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidlan ng sisiw. Does anybody know what that means? Please comment now.
Hindi ko alam.
Hindi ko alam eh.
Alam mo, pare?
Hindi ko alam, pare. Okay, basta. Okay, so I did have a punishment for you, brother, if you messed up that word. I'm still gonna ask you to do it. I want you to do a runway walk mixed with kickboxing. Give me whatever you got. Make use of the space behind you.
I don't have space. I'm in my bed, brother.
All right, give me a kickbox. Something like kickboxing. There we go. Give me a set.
Oh, I can do from side.
Every side. There we go. Give me some speed, man.
Spin kick.
Speed punch.
That's Manny Pacquiao's punch.
There we go, Manny Pacquiao.
Level up. Did you saw my video, Level Up?
I didn't see it. There it is. Hey, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Bah, bah, bah. For our viewers watching, Laziz is a very talented kickboxer. I've seen him work out before at the gym and he goes extremely hard. Ang galing niya. Sa mga viewers watching, ang galing niya talaga. I think you did a commercial or a billboard for kickboxing for a gym, right?
It's the Toby's, bro.
Toby's Sports. That's right.
Toby's Sports.
Yeah.
The kickboxing, the thing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, with the flying kick.
Yeah,
right.
Like Muay Thai.
All right, brother. Thanks for the small chica hand there.
But
Boulder
remember, we trained before also.
That's right. I remember that at the gym. All right, we're gonna go on a quick little break here, guys. Some of the viewers, Maraming salamat. We'll be back very soon. Boulder peeps, please stay with us. Brief encounter. We'll be right back. Boulder peeps, this is Brief Encounter, your playful Thursday habit, only here on the Boulder channel. Still with us is Laziz, actor and model. And joining us now is Daniel Mennel, singer and musician. He's a very talented talent that is entering showbiz. I believe he's 20 or 21 years old. As well, we're joined by Neil Quintana, psychologist and LGBT well-being and rights advocate. Hello, guys.
Hello. Good to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Nico.
Thanks for joining us, Dan. I think you're on mute there, Neil.
Yes, I'm back now. So good evening.
Oh, there we go. I saw your lips moving. It was like a Chinese movie, you know, where the dubbing is like not synced properly.
Right.
Dan, how are you, brother?
I'm okay. I just got off work actually, so I'm feeling a bit tired, but I'm good.
Well,
how are you guys doing?
We're good, man. We're really excited. This is our first episode of Brief Encounter, so I just want to say thank you for joining us. And I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to get to you soon, Neil. I'm going to jump in first with Dan. Share with us your passion for music and why are you pursuing it and how are you pursuing it?
I've been singing for about 12 years. Of course, the last 2 years I've been a bit idle because of quarantine. But I guess it all started when I was like grade 6. That was the first time that I went on stage. It was like a group performance, but I remember that as soon as they started singing in front of a lot of people, there's just this certain high that you feel on stage. And then you just can't let go of that feeling. You start looking for it. And ever since then, I've been singing, I've been joining groups, I've been performing solo, doing bands, etc. And I've just been, recently I've just been like trying to go for auditions. I tried going for, or like forming a band. I've also done solo stuff. And I guess I just work on my YouTube channel once in a while if I have time. But yeah, that's how I've been pursuing my passion.
That's awesome, man. It seems like you keep busy and you're really working hard towards your goals and your dreams. So I can respect that 100%. What kind of challenges have you encountered in your pursuit to enter the entertainment business? Because I mean, I know firsthand that it's not an easy industry to be in, and we go through so many ups and downs. So what are the big challenges that you've faced so far?
I guess I'm gonna start with one of the first main challenges that I've encountered. It's finding the right people to go on that journey with you to fame or to pursuing your passion. I know I've tried forming a lot of bands. I joined a lot of organizations in order to meet people in that industry to work with me as I try to make music. But then what I noticed, especially when I was back in college, was that not all people are as motivated as you, or you guys don't align in terms of your goals. So I end up always, the groups that I form don't always last that long.
They don't always work.
Oh, sorry, did you say something?
I said they don't always turn out or they don't always work.
Yeah. Like you tell them that let's have a practice in the studio, but they don't show up, or they always oh, I'm busy, I got this thing. So in the end, the gigs that I arrange or the things that I plan don't always push through. That was one of the major challenges, I guess. I guess pursuing my passion. And then after a while of countless number of bands and trying things out, auditions, I was actually got signed to an agency. And then the biggest challenge that I had when I got signed was that it's branding.
Yep.
I had the vision of myself. I wanted to have this kind of image. I wanted to get known for this kind of music.
Yep.
But then, especially for someone who's up and coming or nobody has ever heard of your name, etc. The agency always has a certain image that they want to use for the masses to really I guess, or to see you as. And sometimes it's not in line with how you see yourself. So you just have to learn to go through with it, because I know that it's that they know what's best in how to help an up and coming artist. Yeah. But then sometimes the process that you have to do, you have to change your image, You have to change your music in order for the masses to order to fit the likes of the masses. It's not really that I don't really like it, I guess. But yeah, that was a big challenge for me.
Yeah, and that's a very good point. And to our viewers, I think some of the biggest challenges us artists face, and sort of a lesson for people that haven't signed with an agency, is you really need to be patient in terms of signing with an agency. And before signing with them, make sure that you guys are on the same page, because if you don't have the same vision at the beginning, they may want you to go a certain direction and you don't want to go that direction. So then that's when you guys are going to have conflict, and it's probably not going to work out. Right. So I think, like you said, Dan, it's important that you guys agree on the direction of your career in branding, or else you guys, again, it's probably not going to work out and you're going to be miserable under that management.
Yeah, totally agree.
Right. So, Laziz, I want to transfer the question to you. What's the hardest part of establishing a career in modeling, commercials, and acting here in the Philippines?
You know how it works, bro. The time, I don't know. People think it's easy to shoot, but they don't know behind how tiring it is. You know, like when you see commercial, when you shoot like 2 days, 48 hours, you didn't sleep, you didn't eat, and then in the TV you see just only 3 seconds of you just.
You know, and that's it.
So difficult is just wait the time you're going. You always stand by, and then you do action again, repeat. I think it's kind of difficult. I don't say, I'm not complaining that it's super hard, but it's a difficult job as well. Emotional, to be ready, not just physical. You know, we get tired, emotional so fast, kind of. That's why very important to work with professional people who knows what they're doing, their job. So I think I always meet professional people and work with them, so I don't have like hard time. But just sometimes you get tired, emotional, and stand by, and you know Filipino time. They love Filipino time and
Filipino time.
Nice breakfast, very heavy breakfast.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I always feel like literally paid to wait as an actor. You're literally paid to wait, because the actual amount of shooting you do and the amount of waiting, I mean, it's completely different. Right?
And emotions, the energy that you give also, it's make you tired so fast.
No, it's a good point, bro. And to our viewers, we also have Neil here, and Neil is a psychologist. I've been really excited to have him on the show, because he's quite different than the guests that we will be having on the show. He's a specialist in his field. So I want to flip things to you now, Neil. Give us an overview on how young people show their hunger for popularity. Well, I mean, not just young people nowadays,
right?
Well, especially if we're talking social media and all the platforms out today.
So you're right, no? That actually being famous or being popular, it's not really for this generation. It's just it's been there. And one psychologist would say that, you know, it is actually a basic human need to be seen, to be heard, to be valued by people. There was a survey in certain countries that they asked 100 people, and 40% of them would always say that, you know, they daydream of becoming famous one day. So I just wonder, you know, I'm a psychologist, and psychologists, I love asking questions. We ask a lot of questions. So I wonder for Dan and for Laziz, and when you were younger, like for Dan, like grade 6, you started in grade 6, and Laziz, you started modeling at around 17, 18, right? When you talked earlier. So at that time, rate from 1 to 10, how much was your desire to become famous? 1, no desire at all, a little bit, but 10, you know, I have that. I want it to be a goal, and you know, I want to be famous. So maybe let's start with Laziz at that time.
Okay, So that
From
time,
1 to 10.
to be honest, like you don't think about fame, you don't think about
Right.
money. You just do
Mhm.
something that you can do and you like it. You love to work with camera, for example. Before I work for free, always for free.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I just started in my country, it was free always, just for experience. You just love it. You just like your job. You like to work with camera. You like good attention. You like I don't know. You open to people.
Okay, so you just wanted to express your talent to in IG. You started with Instagram, right? You
Yes,
just
I
know that you look
tested
good.
because I start from kickboxing, but again I got
Oh, okay.
noticed from photographer and just did random test shoot, photography test shoot, and then some brands, some singers that invite me in there in Uzbekistan. So slowly from Instagram,
Okay.
yeah.
So there are actually three reasons why people want to be famous, and you are on you mentioned a second reason also. So the first reason I mentioned earlier is that it is a basic human need. The second one, which Laziz is a perfect example, is that there's this desire to to use it as a platform to express your talents, to express who you are. No, so and this desire is also to make proud of yourself. Huh? So,
Yes, of course.
um,
Make proud mom, your family also. You know,
right,
Yes.
right. So
it's good. Like you can share your emotions. You can show something new to the people. You can make them, I don't know, inspire them. Or,
share your
no,
vulnerability,
share your
share
life.
who
Or
you are,
yeah,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
of
So,
course. If you have good heart, if you have good uh, positive mind, if you like to share something good to people, it's always good to be like connect with many people and show something, express something. And it's a
okay,
good attention. It's a good energy to.
okay. So, in that sense, when I ask you the question from 1 to 10, how what is your desire to becoming famous? It would be a lower number, right? Because you
Two
didn't
or
really
three,
expect
Give
maybe
us
two
a
or
number,
three,
Laziz. Give us a number.
two or three numbers.
two
Two or
or
three.
three.
Two or
And what
three.
about
Okay.
Dan?
How about Dan? Yes, Dan.
I think if I were to like rate it from 1 to 10, it'd be like an 8.
8.
Um, I
Okay.
remember that back then when I started, um, I just really liked that high, like I told you before, and then I was thinking that I want to earn money by doing something that I love. And I remember whenever I go on stage, I would just like sing my heart out. And at the same time, I'd look around the crowd and like hope that there's like some big shot singer, like some producer seeing me and then gonna be like approach me after the gig. Hey, I think you have potential. Let me do this, blah blah blah. I was like, I always like dreamed of that whenever I had a gig. And then I guess I just really that was something that I really wanted at that time. I was very unsure of what I wanted in the future. Like I didn't know if I wanted to be like what a doctor or whatever stuff like that. All I knew was that I wanted to keep singing. So yeah.
Interesting, no? Because it really pinpoints to the third component on why people want to become famous. And really, this is the business component, no? We want to earn money. We want to be rich, no? We want our life to be better, no? And one thing with Dan also that is different from Laziz is that he had this perceived suitability that I am really fit for this kind of lifestyle. I've got this. I've got what it takes to be famous. So these are motivations of why people want to become famous. So here, Laziz here, a 2 or a 3. Never really thought about it from the very beginning. But Dan, on the other hand, as high as an 8, really envisions it. Now, I did mention that around 40% has a daydream. Even me, I think I daydream about being famous one day.
Yeah.
Or that 15 minutes, I'll be okay if I'll be famous for 15 minutes. Like right now, maybe. But only
it
out.
depends how you will accept it. You need to know how to accept it. You need to
Yes.
be. You need to stay
Embrace it.
humble. You need to stay human.
Right.
It's something that you don't have to chase it. It will come to you one day. Something like that. And you have to know how to accept it, and don't
Right.
lose yourself and just stay human, humble. You have attention, it's okay, but
Mm.
just stay human.
Although the fame really gets to your head,
Know
I know
how
that.
to how
It does.
to don't lose it.
And I mean, I always tell younger talents, younger artists, you're doing show business or the entertainment industry just to be famous, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I always say that because the fame, the addiction for fame, and the wanting to achieve a certain level of fame will wear off eventually. It's like anything, right? But if you have a passion for singing, if you have a passion for acting, I have a passion for acting. The passion usually never dies, right? But that being said, I mean, I've been thinking about it as well, Neil. I would have to say I'm at like a 6, for fame, because I would be lying to myself if I didn't say that I was doing it for some level of fame. But it goes hand in hand with your passion as well, because the more famous you are, the more work you'll get, and essentially the more money you'll get, right? So I can't lie to myself.
But it also has consequences, right? Being
Yeah.
famous, and it might have positive consequences. It has benefits, but it will also have negative consequences.
Yeah.
So, and I was saying earlier that among the 40% who daydreams of becoming famous, only 2% of them, of the 40%, will put it as a goal. That, hey, I really want to become famous. So the 98% of the 40%, it just becomes their life, or maybe fate allowed them to be famous and all. So that's very interesting that there are still 2% who will really put it as a goal that, hey, I want to be famous, and this is what I want to do. This is what I want to happen.
Is it because, Neil, they're afraid to admit it, or is it truly the reason they're not doing it for the fame? They're doing it because they love the industry itself.
Just like what you've said, they've merged their passion, and what is the results, meaning to have more money, might just be the consequence of the benefit of doing the things that you love.
Yeah.
But I think if you love something, it will bring you money. Doesn't matter what you do.
Right. I do believe in that also.
Like whatever you do, if you love it, it will bring you good.
It's just your dedication, I guess, and how much you love that passion and like the energy and the work that you put. I think eventually, as you pursue that, the money will come. Along the way.
You're right, and I almost wonder, Neil, has social media created this addiction of fame even worse? Because back then there was no social media, but now we use Instagram, we use Facebook, Twitter, and we see likes, comments, people supporting us. Do we get addicted to that level of communication, people noticing us and appreciating us?
Now, I'm not sure. I will not use the word addiction, right? But I guess the current times amplifies the use of media. It's just easy access, and people can create content quickly and without editing. Or in TikTok, it's very easy to edit already. You don't have 1 minute or even 15 seconds. You can create already content. So it's easy access, it's fast, and it's quick. So, however, becoming famous also has a consequence in terms of brain development. So it can be addicting.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So just like other drinking and then even sex, it has to do with the reward systems of the brain. So
that's an interesting comparison, and we're going to touch more on this topic, guys. I mean, we could talk about this for hours, but I want to touch on a few other things before we go on a break. Me and Dan have spoke about this actually last night. I'm going to request a song, brother. Are you ready?
I am not sure. I actually listened to the song.
I'm excited to hear. I mean, we all know that Dan's a great singer. Or we think so. I want to request a song. It's an OPM song, and it's called "Sana." I Belong to the Zoo.
Let me just get the lyrics real quick.
All right,
I listen to the song and then I do admit it's a bit low for my range, but then I will do my best, I guess.
All right, laban. Sige.
Wait, let me just recall. Uh, when you mentioned it to me, it was like completely new. Like I don't really hear that much.
Not really. Okay, but you've heard it before in the past, just not a lot.
I've probably like heard it like once or twice. Not super familiar.
Okay. While you're looking that up, Dan, I'm just going to talk to our Kumu viewers. Hello, Jess. Hey, napansin kita. Thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. We have lots of great viewers right now. Thanks for the gift, Eva. Maraming salamat, guys. Again, this is our pilot episode number 1 of Brief Encounter, and I'm so lucky we're joined by some awesome guests tonight. Neil, Laziz, and Dan. And Dan is getting ready to sing us a song, Sana, by I Belong to the Zoo, which is one of my favorite OPM songs, Dan.
Actually, would it be okay if I choose another song? I think that's like a bit below my range, I guess.
Sige, go lang.
Okay. Sorry about that. I will make it up to you.
Right.
Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Ed Sheeran lately, so I could sing a riff from a song of his if you're okay with that.
Did you write songs or you just repeat somebody's song?
I tried writing, but then I think the problem with me is that I'm not that talented with instruments.
But who's your favorite singer?
It's The Weeknd. I really love the vibe of his music. Yeah, like that's like the
So that's
that's like the goal of what the image and the sound that I wanted to have, I guess. So yeah. But then I listen to a lot actually from different genres, etc. And recently, for some reason, I've been listening to Ed Sheeran. Yeah. So, are you guys familiar with I See Fire? I could sing a riff there if you guys are okay with that.
Let's do it.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below. Keep careful watch on my brother's souls, and should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over the sun. Yeah, it was a bit short, but I guess I hope you like it.
Nice.
Thank you, man. I love it. It's a really nice song. I do know that song by Ed Sheeran, and I love Ed Sheeran in general. Every song of his is catchy. So thanks, Dan, for that request. I still want to hear Santa, I Belong to the Zoo, but
maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Next time na lang.
I need more practice, I guess.
It's a hard song. I mean, he really goes high pitches too.
How about you,
Yeah.
Nico? Do you sing? Nico, do you sing?
What's that?
Do you sing, bro?
Yeah, I sing, but
I heard you singing in Tagalog.
I'm the host of the show. I don't sing. It's okay. Better for being the host.
Since you wanted me to sing,
Where do you sing? In the shower?
I sing in the shower. Sometimes I sing for fiestas and pageants. So I mean, I do sing in front of audiences, but this isn't my spotlight. This is your guys' spotlight. So I want to go back to Neil. We're going to put the spotlight back on you. What can you say about people in social media who's doing crazy stuff? Those pranks and nonsense content just to get followers?
Okay, I think if it's just really about expressing who you are or sharing your passion, using the platform to advocate for something, be it a prank or not, as long as you're advocating, and that's good for me. What I'm concerned if it is not safe, not physically safe for the people who are engaged in the prank.
Yeah,
physically, and then it is not also psychologically safe, meaning you embarrass the the other person, or the other people whom you prank, and that could be, that could change a person's life forever. It could be very traumatic. So
That's
maybe
true.
before you post it, review it if it's physically safe, it's psychologically safe. Is it hurting other people? Is it offensive to others?
Especially kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, especially
We need
kids.
to
So
watch our generation, the young.
Yeah, and pets too, animals.
right, and yeah, and it's also if it's hurting animals. So yeah, so that's just my concern. But if the content is well thought of, you want to inspire other people, even if it's a prank, because pranks are funny. I watch pranks, and
Yeah.
I enjoy it, right? So there's a purpose, but there's a difference between
There is limit.
what?
There is limit in pranks, I think.
Right, there's a limit in pranks.
There's a limit.
Right, and there's a difference between funny and bullying. Although
And
there's
bully.
a very thin line about being funny and being bullied.
Yes.
Actually, a lot of things that these pranks are usually scripted, but the audience doesn't really know that. So a lot of younger viewers who don't know that, they could like repeat it, and then it's not really that safe, I guess. So yeah, it's a thing.
You're right. A lot of people know that it's scripted, but you're right. The younger audiences actually take it for what it is, and then that's when it leads to problems. So, some of our viewers, Nathan, listen to Neil. Okay, don't harm animals or kids, and just think about the content that you're posting online, because you may be doing it for followers, but you're also affecting other people's lives. So think about that.
And for
It's a big
kids,
responsibility, actually, when you have
Big following.
big
Yeah,
followers.
it's a big
That's right.
responsibility.
That's nice. And when kids are watching, what they see, they will also do, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a role modeling thing.
Yeah. So shifting this over now to Laziz and Dan, starting with Laziz, what's the silliest thing you've done or posted online?
Ah.
Your nudes.
No, I think I don't have something that I will.
Wala?
Wala na.
Talaga?
Wala na.
Ikaw, meron?
Yeah, wala na.
Wala na.
Maybe something you
No,
accidentally posted
like
online,
depends.
or
What's silly? It's, I don't know. Funny. I don't know.
all right. Well, Aziz is thinking, Dan. I'm going to shift it over to you.
I can't think of a lot right now. Although I do remember that I posted something before. I went on a visit to like a new studio once with like in college, and then I remember that we were going to like through the tour. Like, this is where we record the news, where the weatherman does this and that. And then I remember I was wearing a formal attire at that time, so I was like, "Hey, bro, record me." So I was like, I pretended to be a weather reporter. I went through all the studio, etc., like pretending to be, oh, it looks like there's a low pressure area here and there. And then for some reason, it kind of blew up in my college. And then I don't know. There's a lot of things that I've done, but I guess that's one thing that I've done that I guess is kind of like
How
blew
about
up
you, Nico?
in college.
The silliest thing I've done?
Yeah.
Okay, I use silly and embarrassing in the same category. So the most embarrassing thing I've done is, I host a lot of events, right? And when you're backstage, you have to make sure the microphone is either off or not close to your mouth. So I was wearing a headset that day and the microphone was here, right? But I thought it was off, but it wasn't. And people were having dinner, right? And I was frustrated. The event was going like really poorly. And I said, what a shitty event. Like, this is terrible. The production's awful. Like, I'm having the worst time ever. I used like some slang words too. It was in Tagalog, and I'd said tangina and stuff like that. And the organizer came running to me and said, "Hey man, your mic is on." So I look out in the audience and everybody's legit like staring up at the stage, like in shock.
I'm like hurting just hearing that. Like I feel like I'm the one. I can relate.
It was so embarrassing. How about you? How about you, Neil? Most embarrassing silly moment.
No, I do curate my Facebook post. So I have students. I teach in a university, and I have students following me. And being a teacher, being a professor, I have to also have that certain level of respect, right? But I do curate posts. I do post out silly, embarrassing moments. Also, it's because I want to share also my vulnerability to my followers, to my student followers, or to my friends, right? So the silliest thing, just silly pictures of me in merry-go-round, and at that time, I remember the wrecking ball was a hit at that time, so I tried to make that
Wrecking ball.
but just riding a ball, and then so that was funny, and then people liked it. My students liked it so much. So
That's awesome. I love it. That's pretty funny, actually. I wish we could pop that picture up on the display right now. Can we get that picture of him on a wrecking ball? I wish you provided that for the materials. That would be great, because I'd love to see that. So, anyways, going back to establishing your careers, guys, what are you still aiming for? What are your dream projects? What are things that you want to work on? Starting with Laziz.
I want to travel. I think I want to travel myself. I want to try myself in different countries also.
Yeah.
Maybe. I want to go to Europe also. But it's not in this pandemic, but my plans is to try different market also. But always come back here. This is my home, second home. But
yeah,
I also like to travel, experience something outside also.
That'd be nice. Once the pandemic's over, I'm sure. I mean, you can
yeah. It's actually it's now, but we will be strong. We will win. We will be okay.
Yeah. So how about you, Dan?
I guess the closest goal that I'm aiming for right now is just to release a single, or try to make an album, I guess. Now that I've graduated, I feel like a lot of my friends also graduated their music studies, I guess, and then I can tap them for to help me create an album, etc. And I think that's the closest goal that I can go for right now, especially in the pandemic where I can't really go for auditions, etc.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Do you have a single locked and loaded and ready to release, or are you still working on it?
I'm still working on it. I'm working on it in my free time, I guess.
Okay. Well, good luck, man. I'm sure it's going to be great when it comes out. And from what you said, and I can tell you're a hard worker and you're really pursuing your dreams. So I wish you the best of luck, brother. How about you, Neil?
I am part of Love Yourself PH. I'm one of the lead volunteers here in Cebu City, and I'm also part with Flourish by Love Yourself. That's the mental health program of Love Yourself. So I want to be more active in that advocacy. We are busy because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So a lot of clients, looking for workshops and even therapy. However, I'd want to continue my advocacy of happiness and well-being. So continue inspiring people to live a flourishing life. So that's what I'm hopeful for in the future.
I love it. And honestly, mental health is very underrated and underappreciated in the Philippines and globally. So I can really respect your mission of bringing more awareness to mental health. Because I feel like, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, Neil, but I feel like if you're a person that is depressed or having mental health issues, you're seen as being ill or something's wrong with you, and they're not really open about it here. Do you feel like that's true?
I think there's just a little bit of awareness of what mental illnesses are or what mental health are. No? But over time, I do feel that Filipinos will get on with it. Culturally, we don't need a psychologist because we love talking to our neighbors, and
chismosa.
We're very chismosa.
Best psychology.
Yes. So, at the
Karaoke,
that
karaoke
level,
is the
we
best. You're
we
gonna
don't
sing a little bit.
karaoke, drinking.
You're gonna drink beer with friends,
Yes.
and next day you like new. You know, you
Red Horse, the best.
people not
Yes.
accessible.
Okay.
Red Horse.
So
Yeah.
you're coping like this also, Laziz, huh? Karaoke and drinking and
Very Filipino.
Dancing.
yes.
Yeah, they know how to go to. You know what I actually like here? People not much depressed, even they have a lot of problem. They will find way to have fun, you know, and stay positive. I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing. I don't know.
I feel like Filipinos sometimes are just really good in like hiding their real emotions in front of like a happy mask, I guess. Is that the, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because when we express our real feelings like anger, we are called walang hiya. No, we don't have shame, diba? So
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's right.
yeah, so that is a very cultural thing. No, we we don't want to be called walang hiya.
Yeah.
So that's
But,
why we.
but are you
cover-
busy? Like many people wants to talk, express depressed to talk to you. Like
During the pandemic, there are a lot of people who will contact me. about
yeah, especially in
anxious.
pandemic. Yeah.
Privately. Yeah.
Right.
And that's good that you create an avenue for people to contact you, because I think that's part of the battle is just having the courage to approach somebody and talk about your problems. Because I mean, I think a lot of Filipinos and me also, I mean, we don't always want to approach our family or our friends and talk about our issues and depression, because it's, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's different when you talk to a third party. You know, there's a
Yeah.
suspension of judgment. There's that feeling that I'm not being judged. You know,
That's right.
Very important. It's very important.
And
So,
Nice, nice.
if
You're
it's
doing good
friends
job.
or family. Hey, sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. Sorry to cut you off there, Dan. What were you going to say?
Oh, I said, if it's friends or family, like you guys mentioned, chismoso, chismosa. So
Yeah.
if you talk to your family or friends, there's always that risk that they're going to like talk about it with your other friends, your other families, and
Right.
it goes on and on, rumors, etc. But if it's like a third party, you're pretty sure that they're not gonna tell anyone, at least anyone that you know. So I guess it's like a safe space, I guess.
Tama.
yes, and confidentiality is really ensured. We talked about
Yeah.
confidentiality from the very beginning.
That's important, and yeah, walang
But
bias.
you think it's Manila that gives pressure? You think, for example, in the provinces, like where is no city, just simple life, you think it's people don't have much depression? Maybe I think
I do hypothesize that certain mental illnesses are higher in
City.
civilized societies. So there are more suicide in countries where they are developed compared to non-developed.
Really?
Countries, more anxiety and more depression. However, the
Interesting.
people in poverty will mostly experience schizophrenia and other types of mental disorders. So it also depends.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good points, Neil. Thanks for sharing that. And I just want to say hi to our viewers here on Kumu. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. And I know we have a wonderful group of guests here today. Neil, Dan, and Laziz. Thanks guys for sharing everything about your
Thank
life.
you, brother. Maraming salamat.
And I really wish you guys the best in your careers, and you guys are all going in wonderful directions, I can tell. And I'm honestly just impressed right now, I have to say.
Thank you, brother.
So Brief Encounter is supported by Workboat Collaborative Workspaces and Hospitality Innovators Incorporated. For sponsorships and collaborations, if you want to feature your company, please email boulderchannelph@gmail.com. Also, starting this October, we're going to start our dating segment. I'm very excited for this part. It's called Pet Ko Pet Mo. I love pets, guys. I have a cat here. He's hiding. I don't know why. I think.
You have cat.
Yeah, I think he's scared of the light.
How old is your cat?
8 months old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did you get her?
I found her on the street. I just she
Wow.
was almost, I'd say, 2 days away from starving to death, and her eyes were glued shut. So I couldn't leave this thing on its own. I had to pick her up. And
You like my mom. She picked up like 7 cats already. in my country. You have a good heart.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
But
So
I
for
have
those-
badges. Did you saw my badges?
What's that?
Did you saw my badges? My
What's that?
lovebirds?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have birds. I saw that in your story.
I saw that in your TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Your lovers. Yeah.
How about you? You guys have pets?
I had a dog
I have
once.
two. Yeah.
I had a dog once, but then he got taken away before.
What happened?
I know that my mom was like allergic because he was a Shih Tzu, so he sheds a lot of hair, and my mom got allergic to him, so they had to take him away, and then I didn't get a pet after that. So yeah, sad story.
That's how about you, Neil?
I have 4 poodles with me.
Wow.
Currently, they're outside right now but they're waiting to be inside after the
Wait, I
show.
will check.
I will put them inside now. But 4 poodles.
4 poodles. Wow. Do you breed them, or you just have 4 poodles?
They are sons and daughters of the first one that I have. So,
What are their names?
Yeah, what are their names?
Yeah.
Basha from the movie One More Chance, and then Pishon from this Asian movie, and then nice.
There we go.
And then the two are Lucky Fu and Arya from Game of Thrones. So I usually do it
Nice.
from literature. Wow, what's the name of it, Laziz?
Mocha.
Mocha.
Okay.
What a kid. It's a she,
So
right?
cute.
Very friendly, yeah.
How did you train that, Laziz?
It's impressive.
I just give them good food. I just treat them with food. It's
There you go.
The secret.
That's the secret, eh?
Yeah, that's the secret.
So for our viewers, for those of you who love pets and interested to have a meetup with me at the end of the season, please send a 2-minute video intro about yourself with your pet. Participants should be from NCR. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget yet to fly people from Cebu or from Bohol or internationally. We will next season, I'm sure. But right now, it's NCR or nearby provinces like Cavite, etc. Bet mo yun. For more details, please send an email to boulderchannelph@gmail.com. Maraming salamat, guys. Laziz, Ben, and Neil for
Salamat.
joining us.
Thank you.
Before I let you guys go, I want to give you a chance to promote your social media accounts. So starting with Neil this time. Promote anything that you have going on, your social media handles, etc.
Right. So mostly, please follow Love Yourself PH. It's really an HIV/AIDS advocacy program, but it also has a mental health component, and that is Flourish by Love Yourself. You can add them and follow them in Twitter, in Facebook, and then I think they also have, and we also have Instagram. Okay, and then you may also get in touch with me, Neil Quintanar, or you can get in touch with the org, and then they will refer you to me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Neil. You guys heard him.
Thank
So he's a great guy. I promise you. He's a great guy, and I know that we're talking virtually right now, but I can feel your good vibes through the screen. So thank you for joining us, Neil.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. And yeah, you're a really intelligent guy. I can tell.
Thank you.
We will call you
Dan-
if we're depressed.
Exactly. I might call you later after this call. No, I'm just kidding. Dan, hit us up with anything you got going on. Any projects coming up?
So I'm actually working on a few music videos right now, a few songs here and there. And then you can, if you want to hear more of my music, just visit my YouTube channel and my Instagram. I post everything there. Just type Daniel Menil, Menil, and you'll find me. And I hope you enjoy my music, I guess, and check it out if you have the time.
There you
Yeah,
have it.
I'm just on IG.
Check him out on IG, and he's a great young talent.
Laziz Rustam of Instagram.
You're not yet, Laziz.
What?
Wait. Okay, I'm
Sorry,
gonna
what?
intro you.
Sorry.
Don't rush.
My connection very, very bad.
Dan, I want to say thank you, bro, for joining us. I love your mindset on the industry, and you're so young, but I can tell you have a lot of potential, and you're a hard worker. So the sky's the limit for you, man. All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and
Thanks.
good luck with your passion, man. Laziz, okay, now it's your turn. Promote something you got going on. Any projects coming up? Your social media handles, your Tinder, if you want to promote that, whatever. Put us up.
I don't know. Just follow me on IG. It's so loud, no? They so loud. Should I put them out? Give them- So I just want you guys follow me on IG. I think I will give you good content and TikTok also. Laziz Musamo. Yeah, I will do content. Some cooking, sharing some cooking. Maybe I will do some channel also.
A cooking
Just
channel.
catch up on Instagram.
All right, I'm gonna wait for that, man. I'd love to see you
For
cook.
sure. Yes, man. That's my favorite. That's
What
my
kind of
passion.
food? Like Uzbekistan food?
Yeah, everything. Asian, Middle East, Filipino.
I love it, man. Okay, well, I'll wait for that. For our viewers, he's gonna have a cooking show, and I'm sure you guys would love for him to do it shirtless as well. So factor that in with these.
Oh, wait, Nico. Actually, can I do one more announcement? I think I
Yes.
forgot something. Yes.
Yes.
So I forgot, but then if you guys want to watch me, I actually stream in Kumu under the Boulder channel, and just we stream Kumusikahan every 9 o'clock, and every Sunday. So if you guys want to hear us sing, or I actually co-host with Mighty. So if you want to hear me and Mighty sing, just watch the Boulder channel, Kumusikahan, 9 p.m. and see you guys there. So yeah,
You're part of the Boulder family. I forgot that momentarily, but
yeah.
check him out. He's part of the Boulder channel as well. So tomorrow, Friday, at the Boulder channel, join Yanni Mayo on Kaloko at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss it, guys. 7:30 p.m. Yanni is a great girl and a great host. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. As well as Mark Way on Bliss Out and About, which is a BL related show talking about all the up and coming BL series. So I know there's a huge cult following of that in the Philippines. So please tune in with Mark Way on Bliss Out and About at 9 p.m. So that's after Yanni's show. Boulder peeps, stay safe, be playful, but mindful. I want to say maraming salamat. This is our first episode. I had a blast, mainly because I had some rock star guests today. They were awesome, and they had some great insights. Much more to come, guys. Again, this is the first episode. We have a lot more exciting episodes coming and a lot of great topics and guests to join. Ako po si Nico Loco, and you just watched the pilot episode of Brief Encounter. Before I let you go, I have to thank my management, Team MSB Entertainment, for always taking care of my career and giving me opportunities every day. As well, I have to thank my sponsor, Jag Jeans, for always providing me with awesome clothes. Guys, check them out. Jag Jeans. I know you've heard of them.
I also wanna thank you, brother, for
Buy some Jag. Buy some
hosting.
Jag, Laziz.
Thanks for the hosting, bro. For the time.
You're welcome, man. Hey, it was my pleasure. You guys made it a great show, so I just want to say thank you for that. Again, this is a pilot episode of Brief Encounter, your most playful Thursday habit, only here on the Boulder channel. Kita Keats next Thursday, mga kaibigan. Ingat. See you guys.
See you.
See you.